I went to see the film by myself, and I have to say it's such a delicious character. I kept thinking what you might have thought the first time you maybe saw the first film or read the script. It's a gift of a role, isn't it?
It really is. It's such a beautiful. He's such an extraordinary filmmaker, Sebastian Lelio. And I think when you look at all of his work, when you look at Fantastic Woman and Disobedience and the original Gloria, and then this film, you see this kind of worldview that's really so compelling, because he loves the drama of an ordinary life, and of relationships and how we engage in the world. And so to be able to be in that kind of a universe where that story is told and elevated is just that's a great gift.
Yeah, and I love how you describe it, because it's true. It is the drama of ordinary life. I think it's even more difficult to tell a story of simplicity versus the over dramatization. You must have enjoyed that aspect too.
Oh, so much. And I think that's what I like to watch too. When I'm looking for a movie, I always want to be like, I want to see the movies where people are talking, where they're doing things and stuff. I'm not a car chase kind of person. I like that. So to be able to be in something that I know that I would love to watch that's a fun thing.
Exactly. And people have the misconception that the concept of female empowerment has to be very vocal and noisy. But a movie like that, with such subtlety to it, just explains to you that empowerment is also from within. I don't know how to explain that correctly.
Yeah, it's interesting, because I think there's been this language where people talk about power and strength and confidence, and all of those things feel very off-putting sometimes, because as a person, as a human being, you're like, I don't feel strong all the time, or I don't feel powerful, or I don't feel confident. So all of that makes you think that you're supposed to be something other than what you are. But I think what's interesting is that what she is the center of her own story.
Exactly.
The same way that everybody's at the center of their own narrative all the time, And so to see that depicted, to watch a human being interact with the world that way, I think that's what we want to see. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about giving people culturally the same amount of space.
Yeah, I agree. And the narrative of the music was also amazing. So how much did you enjoy the soundtrack and felt like it was kind of accompanying you? You're in every frame of this film.
Did you talk to Sebastian? Because he says the thing about the movie is actually a musical.
It seems like a musical every 5 minutes.
Every 5 minutes there's another song, and she's singing and she's dancing. And this is someone who finds joy in music, in singing it and in moving to it. And I think we all do. I think it's interesting, isn't it, that somehow has developed in us as a species, this idea of these soundtracks. It's wonderful that element is there, because it's an expression of emotion.